Exodus chapter 23 is talking about, again, these standards that God is setting for his people. And when you pick it up in verse 24, it says, "You must not worship the gods of these nations or serve them in any way or imitate their evil practices. Instead, you must utterly destroy them and smash their sacred pillars." And if you jump down to verse 32, it says, "Make no treaties with them," talking about these foreigners, "or their gods. They must not live in your land, or they will cause you to sin against me." Now, I think that the church for way too long, the people of God for way too long, have tried to impose our standards and our beliefs onto people who don't believe the same thing we do. And so we say, hey, you need to align with what I believe. And that's not what God is saying here. He's not saying that everyone needs to come under this standard, but he's saying, hey, if you are my follower, then I don't want you to follow the standard of someone else. You need to lock in. You need to recognize what it is I'm inviting you to. And I was having this conversation with a student the other day. There are these idols in my own life. There are these things that I'm like, I'm just gonna take it and like put it on the shelf. It's really not that big of a deal. Hopefully it doesn't become a distraction, but God is saying, hey, no, you need to root those things out. You need to utterly destroy the idols in your life, because if you hang on to them, if you make treaties with them, if you keep them around, they're going to cause you to sin against me. Man, in your own life, what is it that you have allowed to just hang around? I'm not talking about people that think differently than you, believe differently than you, and are not followers of God. What I'm talking about specifically is, what are the idols in your life that you have allowed to hang around, that you have allowed to just hang out over in the corner? You've made a treaty with them and you're like, it's not that big of a deal. And yet God is inviting you to utterly destroy those idols, or they're going to cause you to sin against him. I know that I need to apply this in my own life. What does it look like for you to make today count and destroy some of the idols in your life?